Hey, what's up, YouTube? Wanted to make a video about my Mario e-bike. I've been meaning to make this video for a while now, seeing as though it's been with me for about 6 months. I think it's about time. So, if you're interested, I'm going to go over all of the features of the bike and all the accessories that I have on there and that I use for the bike. And I think that you may find this interesting if you're thinking about picking up one of these bikes for yourself. Stay tuned. All right, so let's start off by going over the specs of the bike as it's set up here. I have the 1000-watt mid-drive motor by Bafang. Thing's really good. That's all I can say. I'm a big guy, weigh, let's see, almost, the better part of 300 pounds. So the fact that this thing can, assist me right up a hill, no sweat, that's awesome. So that's the number one feature I wanted to point out. I've never ridden a hub motor e-bike, but I've heard from people and I've read online that they have issues with getting up hills. They struggle to get up hills. So there's that. So this bike has 20-inch rims with 4-inch tires on there. The battery is right there, and it is, I think, 52 volts at 14 amp hours. Let's see, what else do we got here? All of the accessories that I have hooked up to my bike are self-powered, including the horn, the headlight, the taillight, the turning signal, so forth. These things really come in handy, and they don't draw down my battery power at the same time. So we can go over some of these accessories here. The mirrors are by Meachow. Got them on Amazon. They work really well for this application, considering all the little gadgets that I have there on my handlebars. Let's see. The next thing is the horn. I got that on AliExpress. It's that round thing there. It's self-powered, has a lithium battery on board that you can charge with a micro USB charger. And then it has a little button that tethers up to the handlebars. The next item I have on there is the Nubeam NB600 wireless USB turn signal. And so you can't see it there, but it's on the other side of the left handlebar. And it is a wireless system that connects to the rear light there. And you can program that thing to flash, and then when you hit the left and right buttons, it'll have the little blinker just like you'd imagine on the left and right side. Let's see. The next accessory that I have on there is actually two items. I have a Rockbros pouch on the front here, and then you can kind of see it back there, a Rockbros toolkit, which is really an under seat bag, but I've converted it to fit in that little space there just perfectly. And that holds all my tools. I have a crescent wrench in there, adjustable crescent, Allen keys, all types of bike related tools. This really comes in handy. And as far as other electronics I have on there, I have this guy right here, which is made by let's see, Victagen. And that Victagen Headlight is powered by lithium batteries that are on board. Has 3 settings that you can click through. The thing is extremely bright, and I've positioned it so that it gives me plenty of light when I'm riding my bike at night. That was also purchased on Amazon. Just trying to think if there's any other accessories on there. I have my Kryptonite Keeper, which is a sort of mid-weight lock. Now I use it when I lock my bike up at work, but we have an indoor space where we can keep our bikes. And this bike lives inside my apartment, as you can see. Normally it is actually tucked away right where I'm standing, and that's sort of out of the way of things, and I can quickly just pull it out and just take it for a ride. So I've flipped the bike around so I can point out to you a couple of the other things on the bike. So let's see. Down here I've put in a little hand pump. You know, you never know when you're gonna need this. I mean, you might lose pressure, you might get a flat, and even though I have the goo, I have the slime in the tires, the green slime, you know, that stuff, you know, you still will want to have a pump on you and a patch kit. So that leads me to my next thing. Inside this Rockbros toolkit that I had mentioned, I keep a tire repair kit in there and all the other things you'd need to fix that up. Let's see here. Yes, my 1000 brand helmet. I look kind of goofy wearing it, but you know what? You gotta wear them. It's the law. Protects your head. And then I have this loop lock there that's locked onto the handlebars, and that actually goes through the helmet, and I can lock my helmet in place when I leave my bike at work. So nobody who's trying to be clever can, you know, fuck with it. Or if they do, they're taking home a broken helmet. So you can see the handlebar setup here. I have the throttle on the right, twist throttle. Right on top of it there is the horn button. And then that is actually a really good horn button. I noticed when it hit low battery, it started to flash red, showing that it was in fact low on battery. The next thing to the left of that is the the gear shifter. It's like a Shimano gear shifter, 6-speed. That's pretty straightforward, same as it would be on any bicycle. Above the headlight there is the display screen. Now that's full color. Reads out to you your speed, battery life, how many miles you've run the thing. All kinds of other information and stats are in there, and you can customize it to get different performance out of the motor. As you can see, the battery has a lock so that it locks in place. That way nobody's stealing your battery when you lock it up quickly, you know, at the market when you're running errands, that kind of thing. And then up here I have my phone holster for looking at maps and all that. Already mentioned the Meachow Mirrors. I gotta say, they look nice, and you know, they were a little more expensive than some of the other options, but I think it's a case of you get what you pay for, and it's well worth the $60 for the pair. And then let's see, to the left of my phone holder, you can see the turn signal buttons. They're very easy to reach, and right above that, you can probably barely tell, but that's the power button and also the toggle for the power level settings. There's 5 power levels, going from 0 actually to 5. And there's also pedal assist, so you can have it, let's say, on power level 1, and you don't need to use the throttle necessarily. You can just rely on your pedal power plus the assist that it kicks in, and that automatically happens when you start to pedal. So it's a seamless system. The disc brakes, they work great. I haven't had to replace them yet, although I'm sure I will probably pretty soon. The brake pads, I mean. But the stopping power is excellent. You got to remember to use both of the brakes. Obviously, you brake from the rear first, just like a bicycle. You don't need me to tell you this stuff. But anyways, I like this bike a lot, and I take it to work every day that I can, you know, that it's not raining or 3 feet of snow. So saving some money on gas. As far as mileage, you know, I'm a big guy, so that probably plays a lot into it. I do use the throttle quite a bit, but I also do pedal, you know. I'm getting about 25 miles per charge, but I do a lot of hills. So you got to figure that in. The only other thing that I'm going to add to this bike is back here. I'm going to put a mud guard extender. That's going to give that a few more inches, and that'll help keep the mud off of the seat and everything else. All right, well, that concludes my overview of the Meachow e-bike. It's the Retro Plus frame with the 1000-watt mid-drive motor. Feel free to leave some comments. If you have any suggestions, I'd also like to hear those too. Thanks. Okay, I gotta say I'm really impressed by this Xiaomi Air Pump. That's how big it is in my hand. Very small. It was able to take this 20 by 4 inch tire from 7 psi to 16 psi in about 30 seconds. That equates to like a minute or two of pumping, and I keep a hand pump attached to my bike for emergency purposes, but I mean, when I'm at home, there's no point in pumping when you have this thing. And this is light enough that if you were going on a long trip, you could bring it with you in your backpack, no problem. And makes pumping a no-brainer. So yeah, I definitely recommend this thing. Hey, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and I hope some of this information is helpful to you. I know I didn't really mention anything about the front suspension. There's really not a whole lot to say there. It works. There's different settings. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a good holiday season. Thanks.